Hi everybody, Mary's Bookshelf here. Today I am going to talk to you about transgressive literature. At first, let's define what is transgressive literature. Transgressive literature is a literature about transgression, and in turn, transgression in short can be defined as be yourself. But in reality it's a little different. Fight for being yourself. Yes, don't let others, people, society, whoever, to define what your future needs to be. Do it yourself and be glad about it, because you know what you want and what is better suit you and so on. So, for example, if, say about me, transgression has always been an important part of my life. As a person who is a part of a lot of minorities, starting with Jewish and ending by being now a vegan, it's of course right. And also, transgressive literature has always been a very important part of my life. Even if I hadn't known this word before August 2019, that is last year. And for example, my most favorite transgressive books are Mowgli, the most popular and well-known transgressive book, and his Dark Materials series by Philip Pullman, and also Ever After High, which all of them three I talked in my video about literature. So if you're interested, watch that video. It was my previous video, so it will be no difficulty to find it. There is a book I Can't Think Straight by Samim Sharif and a film with the same title. In the beginning, we met Tala, 28-year-old Palestinian woman who is going to be engaged. It is her fourth engagement, and the reason why he couldn't marry to any of her previous boyfriends was that either she didn't like him enough, or there were some problems with the man, and no matter what, she was determined to marry her fourth boyfriend. But where is transgression? There is transgression, yes. In the end, finally, not in the very end, but finally, she throws a fight against society's expectations and wishes, and she becomes true to herself. Supposedly she is a straight person, but I can't think straight. No, it's impossible. So, of course, the result is very positive for people who love female stories. And of course I am one of them. So, moving to another book, I want to talk about something that is not easy to think about when transgression is mentioned, but nevertheless, it's Pippi Longstocking by Astrid Anna Emilie Lindgren, or simply Astrid Lindgren, a writer from Sweden whom I love very much, and she is wonderful, and her books are great. But Pippi Longstocking has always been and will forever be my number one favorite books by Astrid Lindgren, because Pippi herself is transgression, walking transgression. Yes, she is fighting injustice, wrong, and whatever else, and she is doing whatever she wants. Of course, she is not a role model, but she is wonderful. Ginger with pigtails and so on, and she has wonderful big freckles on her face, which I would love to have also. She is not perfect, but her wish to make people feel good and fight against injustice is the most important, even though I do not like adventure. No matter, I like the world for what Pippi did and how she helped everybody. And this is the most important part about the book. And also, there is a very famous series, The Wizard of Earthsea by Ursula K. Guin. I had never known before or later that the book Tombs of Atuan is actually not a standalone by her, but it's the second book from the series. It can be read as standalone, and it will not be different. So, in short, the plot is about a girl who was born after some magical ritual or something. She was born to a couple who struggled to have a child. But finally, a woman gave birth, but she was told the child needed to be given away. Parents had nothing to do but comply with the order, and the girl went to live in a cloister. Unfortunately, she became nobody. She lost her name, anything. But the thing she had no idea about is that she was going to made a main person there, like Mother Superior, perhaps. But somehow the wizard knew about this, and he sent some boy, I don't remember whom, to change this fate and to save the girl. So this boy shown the girl the way, very difficult way, to the throne where she supposed to sit later, and she came to there several times in complete darkness, and the way had been shown to her only once, and even later when this way had been changed due to some problems in the ground, maybe there was a hole or something like that, but the girl was able to come there. This is really wonderful. And in the end, she changed her fate, even if she knew nothing about this. There was no lie, it was completely true. She didn't need to be in that cloister. She needed to be free. And also, I read a short story. He unnamed them all by the same Ursula K. Guin for class, and I supposedly was the only person who really, truly loved this story because, of course, it's transgression. That's why. And in short, it's about Eve who unnamed animals, and not only animals, trees, anything, supposedly, which were given names by him who is Adam. It's also feminism. It's wonderful. But the main part here is nature is nature. But people did everything for themselves, for their pleasure. So be free from it. Be free. Nature is free. So people should be free as well. Yes. But going a little back, in the past I had no idea about the word transgression. The only way I could knew it was the sight of a writer, their writer, yes, their writer, Kara Michelle Telford, and her book, Cadence of My Heart. Below this title, there was transgressive in brackets, and after I had read the definition, I understood this is the very word I needed so much but couldn't find. Thank you.